Hey guys, how you doing? Jason again, realestate.com. Happy Tuesday. Hey, I wanted to continue our series on the core elements that creating opportunities in real estate discussion we've been having over the last week or two. But I want to move on to the next level now. We're now creating the opportunities. Now it's about capitalizing on those opportunities, taking advantage of what we've done so far. So we're going to keep this pretty specific to our company and use the company-generated leads as an example. And it all starts with the infamous CallGuide, right? You guys all have these. You should have them in the notepad format. Keep them in front of you. Keep them at home. Keep them in the car. Great to take notes on, but also designed to help you capitalize on that opportunity you've now gotten from the call center. So I want to kind of go through this, and I know a lot of you have done the training on this, but I want to give you my perspective and maybe a different take on it than you might have gotten either from the videos or in doing the course with Art. So number one, again, is the introduction. Taking a minute to introduce yourself. Remember, these guys just came through the internet, they talked to somebody at a call center, they're not quite sure what's going on. So we want to make sure we take a quick minute, introduce ourselves, reassure them that they're talking to the right person, that we're local, and it might be as simple as, hey again, Mr. Smith, I'm Jason Lopez with realestate.com. Want to thank you again for the opportunity of letting me help you with your real estate questions today. By the way, I am local right here in San Diego, so you've absolutely got the right person on the phone, and what can I help you with in terms of this property you called about? So again, just setting the stage up, making sure everybody understands who the players are, and now we can move on into the next section, which is that rapport building and information gathering stage. Here's the reality, guys. Most of you do a really fantastic job at this, and I think many agents in general do. This is where you're gonna ask those open-ended questions, or open-ended, as we like to say, right? The who, what, where. But it's all about being pleasant, being upbeat, providing that high level of service, and really finding that connection. I think a lot of real estate people and salespeople in general tend to try to bring the customer to them. And the reality is we need to go to them, find some common ground, and then kind of move down that path together. And so some techniques to help you capitalize on that, matching pace and tone. You've got the little old lady from Pasadena on the line. You probably don't want to talk like I am now, right? You want to bring it down, slow down your pace, maybe talk a little quieter. Conversely, you've got somebody like me, hey, let it go, man. Have some fun with it, and you can be a big ball of energy, and that's going to be fine. The other thing here, guys, with the building rapport is really listening to what they're telling you, active listening. And a great way to kind of help them understand that you hear what they're saying is to use a technique I call QAQ. Question, answer, question. So they ask a question, you kind of repeat the question back a little differently than they asked it, you answer the question, and then you ask a follow-up question. So this is designed for two things, really. A, to continue the conversation along its natural path, and B, to let them know that you heard what they said. So maybe they say, hey, Jay, I was interested in knowing about how many bedrooms and baths the house has. Okay, so bedrooms and bathrooms is important to you. Well, the home is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Is that going to work for you and your family? So I've repeated the question or let them know I heard, answered it, and now asked a follow-up question. So it's a great technique in kind of moving that conversation along, and again, letting them know that, hey, I heard what you said. The next step, guys, is where I think a lot of us, and not us, but agents in general, kind of drop the ball, and that's the orientation phase. Okay, what happens next? What is this process? You've got a first-time buyer who may or may not know what's going on, so I think taking a couple of minutes to let them know, hey, here's what I can help you with, here's why that's important, here's the benefit, here's what I need from you, we're going to work together, and really just kind of laying out the next steps and the expectation. This is going to go a long way in helping you get to that critical point that all of our top agents talk about, and that's getting face-to-face with the customer. I like to use the assumptive close once you've kind of laid out the expectation. Hey, by the way, Mr. Smith, I've got some time on Tuesday between 2 and 3. I'd love to get together. Why don't we sit down? We can kind of go through what's available out there, what your time frame looks like. We can get onto the MLS computer together and do this search, and that way you're really going to spend time looking at homes you really want to see, and we can eliminate a lot of it. So by working together, we can get there much quicker and help you meet your goals. So again, that active listening and then laying out the expectation, why you're going to need to work together and the benefits of all that. And then wrapping that up by either closing for the appointment and at a minimum letting them know that I'm going to do some research, I'm going to send you some information, and then on Thursday I'll give you a call between 3 and 4 just to make sure you got it. It's what you wanted, what you expected. Do we need to make some changes or tweak the search criteria or something like that? So, laying out those expectations and then ending the call and kind of confirming here's what the next steps are. So again, I want you to think about breaking out the old call guide, taking a look at it, really understanding how this can work to your benefit and help you not only create those opportunities, but now capitalize on them by using some good solid sales techniques that are designed to help you build rapport, create a customer out of a client. And this is going to go a long way, guys, in helping us meet our fourth quarter goals, which are very aggressive. So stay tuned for our next session, which is going to be on the follow-up process. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And as always, anything else you want to talk about, bring it to the table. Happy to discuss it. Thanks a lot.